Good morning. So, I guess it's a thing. I've never heard of this before, but it's called Stocktober. And a bunch of YouTube channels are collaborating to encourage people to stock their shelves or stock their freezers or whatever it is, emergency supplies, things like that. I kind of debated on doing this one just because of the port strike, and I don't know. I actually haven't been to the store, so I don't know if people are panic buying here, but I've heard reports of people panic buying in Arizona, California, which is so funny because they're on the opposite side of the country. I mean, seriously. So I definitely don't want to encourage people to go panic buying, but I do believe in preparedness. I do believe in having a stocked pantry, even if it's just a fully stocked rotational pantry, plus a few emergency supplies, whatever you feel like you need to do. From my own personal experience, we lived in Wyoming where it was super cold in the winter, and we had one winter, it was minus 40, and the school bus couldn't get down our street because of the ice, and I had little kids, and I was not going to take 5 little kids out in minus 40-degree weather to go to the grocery store. So thankfully we had stocked up and I didn't have to leave the house for a month, and that was super helpful. We've had times where our pipes froze and we had to live off bottled water. We didn't have water supplied, but we had buckets, and my husband would take 5-gallon buckets to work, fill them up, bring them home. It was quite an ordeal. Having emergency, just like canned goods, it was super helpful, or things I didn't really have to cook and create dishes, paper plates, things like that. So with that said, I think I'm going to encourage people to use what you have and maybe stock your freezer with a few pre-made meals for busy nights or emergencies, or if you're sick. If you can, then that's a great thing. I'm talking about canning, like canning food. Pressure canning meat is super helpful. I last year got pneumonia, and it was so nice. I had canned beef and onions, like a stew, beef onion stew, and then I just added that with a can of green beans, and I lived off of that for a couple weeks while I was getting better. That way my family didn't have to cook for me. It was just really nice. I just heated up a jar and was able to have some nutrition and get better quickly. So my encouragement would be definitely use what you have and bake up. If you want to bake some bread, throw it in the freezer. Muffins, pancakes. When my kids were little, we would do bulk baking days, and I would make up a whole bunch of breakfasts for the freezer, because I don't buy pre-made pancakes. I don't buy pre-made waffles. I didn't buy like all the convenience foods. I found I could make them cheaper myself and healthier and control the ingredients and put them in the freezer. And then, so we would do bulk breakfast burritos, waffles, pancakes, muffins, baked oatmeal, and I just freeze it in, meal-sized portions for kids. Those are super handy. We made instant oatmeal packets. You know what? I will find the recipe and I will post that in a separate post. But that's a super easy thing. We put a little protein powder in ours so kids weren't hungry an hour later. But yeah, so those are just a few ideas. Let's see. Sorry, I should have wrote some notes. For typically when I go grocery shopping, I don't really shop at Walmart, but maybe once a month, and I do grocery pickup, and I always buy sardines because my husband and my daughter like them, and it's a quick shelf-stable protein. They can grab and go as they need a protein snack for their day. I buy not pickled, but herring, cans of herring. I have a picture of these that I buy. My husband and my daughter, they're great to take on hikes for camping. Just my daughter likes it on toast with, I don't know what she puts on it, like maybe cream cheese or something. I don't know. But she likes that. Canned tuna, actually buy that at Sam's. But so at Walmart, usually it's just a few things like the pickled or the herring, not pickled, the sardines, usually like Kalamata olives or regular smaller cans of olives, because we don't go through the big cans of olives like from Sam's very fast. So buy the smaller ones. And then just whatever random items that I would get at Walmart. They carry the toothpaste I like. Sam's and Costco don't. So that's where I usually get it. So my tips would be always, every time you go to the store, everybody has a little bit of wiggle room in their budget, I'm sure. So even if you just buy one or two extra things, so say you normally buy 2 toothpaste, one for each bathroom, one for the kids, one for the parents. So buy 3 and put the third one in your long-term storage. And so, so it slowly builds up over time. It's kind of like the every bit counts challenge. The more you do, the little bit adds up. So if you are going to order, say toothpaste, or I already said toothpaste. So like when I go to, I don't do this every month, but sometimes when I go, I know I need 1 package of toilet paper. I'll grab 2 and the other one goes in long-term storage. And the goal would be to save up for as many months of extra supply that you think you need. Like if you want to have 2 weeks extra supply, a month, 6 months, or if you're really ambitious, a year. I have never got to that point. I have on my bulk grains like wheat and oats and rice and things like that, but that's easy. When you order from as your standard, you can buy it in bulk, like 50 pounds, 100 pounds, whatever you need. So those things I have purchased in bulk for a year, like beans and rice and all of those things. I currently don't have that because we're not eating that right now. So different things that you could stock your pantry with, that I would totally go based on your diet. What do you regularly eat? Just buy 1 or 2 extras. If you're on, like me, I'm on a high protein, low carb diet. And so I always buy, if I need 1, I buy 2. The other one goes into storage. So whether it's canned chicken, canned tuna, like if there's meat on sale, you can freeze it, you can can it. That's a super easy way to stock your pantry. So I like to go, I don't know if all Sam's do this, but my Sam's usually in the mornings, and it seems like I have gone several different times during the week, and I can always find something. Some days there's more than others, but they will have meat on markdown, and I typically will buy that over regular. I will look for the yellow tags and I will stock up. So fish, I can always get either salmon or cod or orange, I don't know how to say it, rogi or whatever it is. I can get those. The tuna is only ever like $1 or $2 cheaper a package. I don't buy that. But the other ones are usually $6 less than the markdown or the regular price. So those I will get. And then I'll just freeze them, and then I have them for whenever my husband and daughter want them. And then I can always get chicken tenders, chicken breasts, chicken thighs. And then if they're bone and skin on, I freeze them. If they're not, if they're boneless, skinless, I will can them. And then that adds to my supply. We go through a lot of chicken, so it's like something I just constantly do because we go through a lot of canned chicken. It's just a quick, easy meal. Something that I do love to have in my emergency supply would be Thrive These are freeze-dried. They have all the foods, like meat, vegetables. There's like instant rice, instant beans. There's a bread dough mix. I because my budget is limited, I will usually shop the sales. They have a different sale every month, and depending on what's on sale, I will buy protein source. And then I really love to get, I like to get the fruits. These are great. This is pineapple. This is absolutely delicious. The bananas, the strawberries, the blackberries, the raspberries, they're all absolutely just delicious. And we like to have those. They go great in granola and a snack. You can make like your own trail mix or just for snacking out of the jar. I have done that, especially with the strawberries. They are so good. But these are called pantry cans. They're smaller than your normal number 10 can. And I think these are great. There's 7 servings in a container. And you just add, it has instructions on the back, and it tells you to add hot water and let it sit for a little while, or you can boil it or you can microwave it. Anyway, I have tried the chicken slices and they're amazing. The pork is good. My husband's tried it. I haven't tried the pork. Then I have diced beef. There's diced chicken, there's ground beef, and there's sausage. And you can get eggs too, freeze-dried eggs. It's just a really good long-term emergency food storage, because you never know if your power goes out and you lose all your meat. It's nice to have a backup if, any kind of emergency. Or I know there's a lot of people that they just solely live off of this. That's their groceries, and they're clean, they're healthy, they don't have all the other ingredients. They even have meal packets that, there's a Southwest chicken and rice that is absolutely delicious. There's a scrambled, it's like, I don't remember what it's called. It's eggs with potatoes and peppers, and I think there's cheese in it. That's really good. There's like a creamy mashed potato with, they all have protein and they're all delicious. The ones we've tried, I haven't tried all of them because there are some ingredients that, food ingredients that we can't have at our house. But they are super handy, super shelf stable. And right now, they have 2 meats on sale. They have the diced beef and I think the diced chicken. And they have, I think the raspberries are on sale. I can post my link because I am a consultant. I'm a terrible consultant. I don't usually advertise that I do this just because I don't like to pressure people. But if you are interested in having some shelf stable proteins, fruits, vegetables, all the things, milk, eggs, those kinds of things, and you want to have some on your shelf for emergency, I will post my link below, and I do get rewards for that, so that would be helpful. But yeah, these are my, okay, seriously, the pineapple is amazing. It is amazing. I would buy that over fresh pineapple. Just, I don't know. I just love it. Anyway, so for Stocktober, I plan on just using what I have. Like, I have some ferments going on my counter. I diced up a bunch of jalapenos, got them in the freezer. I have some green chilies we picked up from the farmer's market that I will be dicing up and freezing. Just, I decided I didn't want to go through the process of canning them, and I will just freeze them and put them in meal-sized portions, and then we just pull them out when we want them. And eventually, my husband is home. We're gonna dice up some pumpkins and get those dehydrating. I also dehydrated a cantaloupe. That actually will probably get used next weekend. My husband's got a camp out, and so he will probably take that as a snack. But he really, really loves dehydrated cantaloupes, watermelons, any kind of fruit. He really loves it. And so We got a couple of them from the farmer's market this week with our veggie share, and he ate one fresh. Well, half of it, the other half's in the fridge, and the other one is in the dehydrator. I think that's about it. Just please don't go crazy and buy out the store. If you're going to the store to stock up, there is a strike going on. Be mindful of other people. But if you need something, buy it. And it doesn't hurt to buy some two. I would not buy 2 of water or 2 of toilet paper. People are going crazy on that and getting mad. But just be wise. Oh, one other tip. I have done this a lot. Have you ever been like in the grocery store and you're looking at something, you're like, oh, I need to get that. And then you don't get it and you get home and you realize, oh, I should have done that. I needed that. There have been a lot of times where I'm in the store and I feel like this, I call it a God impression, Holy Spirit telling me to buy that. And so I will, I'm not sure why I'm buying it, but I'm like, I need to get that. And over and over again, it's like, oh yes, I definitely needed that. Or something comes up and I have to have it for that. Or, you realize you're out of it at home. So yeah, definitely when you're shopping, pray, ask God, is there something I need to be getting? Could you highlight it for me? And it's usually things that I wouldn't think of. Like the other day I was at Sam's and I prayed, like, is there anything here while I'm here that I need to be grabbing? And I saw bar soap and I was like, oh, maybe I should grab that. So I did. And then it turns out I didn't have any more in the pantry at home. So that's just kind of a little example of things. Anyway, I hope you will join the Stocktober challenge and don't go too crazy, but stock up a little here or there, stock your pantry with foods. I may have to talk myself into it. I have some rhubarb in my freezer and my plant is still growing. It keeps growing. It's like never ending. So I think I'm going to make some rhubarb barbecue sauce. I found this Victorian barbecue sauce recipe that I think I want to make in can. And that's using stuff I already have in my house. Raisins, rhubarb, and I don't know. I have all the ingredients already. So just stock your pantry with whatever you can find. Happy stocking. Well, good morning. Let's go ahead and unbox our farmer's market haul. Okay, guys, this is what we got yesterday at the farmer's market. We have 4 bags of roasted Mirasol peppers. These are a medium heat. 2 cantaloupe, 3 delicata, 2 acorn, 2 poblanos, 3 Cuban bell peppers, 2 yellow bell peppers, 3 red bell peppers, a bunch of carrots, 9 ears of corn, some kale, green beans, celery, and 2 bags of tomatoes and 2 pumpkins. The large pumpkin was our freebie for the week. All right, so we are gonna dehydrate some cantaloupe. I know it's a melon, it's supposed to be juicy, but my husband really likes dehydrated cantaloupe. All right, so here I just diced up some jalapenos and put them in meal-sized portions for my husband's lunches. I usually will make up a big batch of something and pop it in the freezer so that he can just grab different lunches to go. And so those will go in the freezer for now, and then eventually I'll turn them into lunches. Good morning, guys. I'm just going to show you what I got from Walmart yesterday. Now, I will start by saying this is not panic buying. I usually only buy from Walmart about once a month, and I do grocery pickup, so I will order whatever I'm missing from my pantry that I want to stock up on that month. And always you will see sardines and pickled herring because my husband and my daughter like to have those for a quick breakfast or easy snacks, and we tend to go through those. And I have not purchased olives in a while, so I got some olives and some capers. I tend to not buy a lot of stuff from Walmart, and when I do, it's usually under $100. I just will pick up what I need, and I get the rest from either the farm or local ranchers or meat suppliers or Sam's Club, Costco. So I don't shop a lot at Walmart, but just for things that I can't buy other places.